Hey yo, this is becoming funny as hell right now. So, anyways, man, I just saw Adrian Broner post Steven Espinoza, aka Mr. Showtime. You know what I mean? He told Eddie Hearn, who says Adrian Broner ain't making $2.5 million. Ever since Steven Espinoza, I'll tell you, ever since Steven Espinoza wore that free Meek Mill sweater about a month ago, I've seen him in a different light. He's a cool dude, man. He's a cool dude. Like he's very down to earth, and it's very seldom. I don't know how many times if some of you guys have dealt with people in that realm. Like I'll be honest, I haven't dealt with a lot of people in that realm. You know what I mean, in terms of who has jobs that's basically as high as position as you can possibly go, and he's a cool dude, man. He's like, you guys can probably see it in my interviews too, like how casual and calm and cool he is, and collective. Let's add one more C, and but for him to chime in on social media, it's pretty cool. You know, that means that everyone is literally one click away from getting a response from anyone in boxing that you so choose if they see your comment. And so Steven Espinoza is going all in on Eddie Hearn. Obviously, with that app, that will be his competitor. But I'll tell you this, ESPN is a great barometer for that app. I'm not paying $4.99 to watch this fight tomorrow night. I'm not paying for it. I'm just not doing it. You understand? I'm not paying $4.99 to watch Terrence Crawford, although I'll be at the Abner Mares Leo Santa Cruz. But I find that so distasteful, man. Either put it on ESPN or put it on pay-per-view. And you might say pay-per-view is $70, but I don't want to go through that, I mean, I could see if it was like main event. I mean, after great fight after great fight after great fight, but literally, you're only getting three fighters. You're getting Ramirez, Lomachenko, and Crawford. So those three fighters are probably the only three fighters that I'm willingly want to. Well, is Prograis with Top Rank? If he is, I would want to see him. So 4 fighters, so that's 8 fights a year, basically. I'm not paying $5 a month for 8 fights, although, I mean, pay $17 for Showtime and don't have HBO. So, I enjoyed Steven Espinoza's comments. It was pretty entertaining. Like, entertaining that he's responding. He's relevant. You understand? And he understands that he's probably the only one because, oh, man, I mean, I'm drawing a blank. Peter Nelson. Peter Nelson is very quiet, doesn't do interviews, and he's very, secretive when he does interviews. And you don't have to be open. Like, these guys, Steven Espinoza has done a great job at being as transparent as he possibly can. I mean, the interviews that I've done with him, he's been very transparent about the Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. He gave us a lot of intel as it relates to that. He gave us a lot of intel in reference to the budget. If you put two pieces together, as I tell you guys, sometimes you don't get all your answers in one interview. If you look at the consecutive interviews and you put them together, you'll get your answers. And I would say 30-40% of my information I get is me going up to my hotel room and I'm sitting there like, oh, he said that. As I'm uploading interviews for you guys, I'm like, oh, he said that. He said that. That means this is happening or this is happening. XYZ is happening. So, and the other percentage I would say I get from friends and so on and so forth. But anyways, man, I guess Adrian Broner does make over $2.5 million, and Steven Espinoza basically ethers. So this is Ether Friday. I don't know if you guys heard, man. If I'm a hip hop head, I don't touch Drake at all. Drake is literally untouchable. Pusha T is about to. Pusha T better be in the studio right now. He better be on the East Coast, wherever. I saw him on Ebro, I think. So he's obviously in New York or something like that. I hope you're in somebody's studio, making a record. Because if you don't have a record out by tomorrow morning, this Drake video is gonna be worldwide, and you gotta intercept that by some degree. One clever line could change everything. And so we'll just sit back and see. Anyways, man, barbershop conversation. Steven Espinoza basically bodies Eddie Hearn and supports Adrian Broner and saying that he makes over $2.5 million. And talk to you guys soon. Have a great Friday, y'all. Peace. Happy Memorial Weekend. Happy Memorial Day weekend, guys. Peace.